Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we're joined by the NSIC and D2 Football Offensive Player of the Week, Shen Butler-Lawson of the number 9 ranked Minnesota State Mavericks. Shen, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right, as we do every week, why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Shen Butler-Lawson. I am from Augusta, Georgia. I'm a junior on the football field, senior in the classroom. My major is sports management, and yeah.
All right. Originally from Augusta, Georgia, tell us your journey on how you came to play for Minnesota State.
Yes, sir. Like you said, originally from Augusta, Georgia. I lived there till I was in seventh grade. After seventh grade, that summer, I moved in with my dad. He lived in Missouri because he's in the Army, so he traveled a lot, and that was like his first station where it was kind of consistent. So yeah, went there eighth grade. Went to school out there in Missouri from eighth grade till my senior year. And then after senior year, I committed to Missouri Western. I went there for the COVID season of 2020, and then I played the 2021 season. And after that, I decided to transfer. And so when I hit the portal, Coach Jones, who's our wide receiver coach here, we had a relationship back when I was in high school. He recruited me when he was at Northern Illinois. So when I hit the portal, we kind of got back in touch, and it just felt like a good situation. I came on a visit to Minnesota State, and it just felt like a family, a brotherhood, and something that I wanted to be a part of, and now I'm here.
Seems like it's a good fit because it was a great start for the Mavericks. They defeated Sioux Falls 54-26 last Thursday down in Sioux Falls. What was clicking for that Maverick offense in that season opener?
Yeah, I think just our execution and how we approach the game. A lot of things happened leading up to that game, and I just felt like we went out there and handled what we need to do in the correct manner. Like I said, we executed very well. We weren't greedy on offense. We took what they gave us, and then it worked out in our favor. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the rushing attack was rolling for the Mavericks, 461 yards. You accounted for 221 of those, including 4 touchdowns. Talk about that offensive line of yours and the holes that are open up for you.
Yeah, I think it started in practice. We did a great job uh, all summer. I mean, when you lose only one O lineman coming into the season, it's good to have those guys returning. Got Zach Rogo stepping into a new spot as our starting center. He gets more of that leadership role on the O line, But I think those guys up front have handled the adjustment very well, and they just, like I said, been executing, doing what they've been coached to do, and it just makes my job and the rest of the backs' jobs easier. Sure.
Yes, great job by that offensive line and the entire offense, 56 points. Defense stepped up as well, allowing just 82 yards on the ground and holding the Cougars out of the end zone in the first and fourth quarters. Tell us about some of those playmakers on defense.
Yeah, first I'd like to say, just give a shout out to our new DC, Todd Taylor. I think he's done a great job getting those guys to buy in, and like I said, guys like returning guys that we've seen previously, Jacob Dalton, Trey Valville. I think they always going to do a great job. They're leaders on that defense, and the new faces we've been seeing and the new roles like Nate Bolton, Colton Hoffman, Dakota Smith, Kai West in the secondary, Joey Gato in the secondary. I think those guys is doing a great well, meshing together, being together on defense. We don't have the big names like Elijah McGee, Peyton Conrad anymore. So just that whole defense working together to accomplish a goal, to go 1-0 every week, is just good to see. So.
Yeah, you led right into it. 1-0 for the Mavericks last week. Big home game for you this Saturday night when you host Wayne State. That's a rematch of last year's opening round NCAA playoff game. You rushed for 100 yards in that game last year. What will be keys to repeating that success from last November?
I think honestly, just like I said, doing what we're coaching, executing well, converting on third downs, and not getting in third and long situations. Just like I said earlier, taking what they give us, not trying to do too much or be overzealous. There's always a lot of emotion going into the first home game, and we always want to defend the Blake. So just going into this week, just trying to go 1-0 and defend the Blake at home. So
All right, trying to go 1-0. Saturday morning, you get up. It's a 6 o'clock start down there in Mankato. What do you do to get ready for the game? Any pregame rituals or routines?
I don't have anything crazy. I'm just a chill type of guy on game day. I don't like to get too hyped up, too amped up, nothing like that. So I usually listen to a lot of slow R&B on game day just to try to stay calm and not too overzealous or get too crazy before the game. So yeah, I just like to be calm and chill, mellowed out before the game. For sure.
Anything you do right before the game to get amped up?
Uh, I'll listen to a song. It's called "Finito" by Chief Keef. That's my go-to song right before we go out. So yeah, sure.
Nice. All right. So you still obviously have a lot of football ahead of you this season and down the road, but what are your long-term goals as far as football goes and then life after football?
Yeah. As far as me, I just want to do whatever I can to help my team get towards our long-term goal, which is a national championship. Whatever I have to do, whether it's sitting out a half, not playing as much, playing special teams, whatever I got to do to help my team win, that's just what I want to do. Now, life after football or life after college, I obviously want to go to the league. That's my big end goal. But if I'm unfortunate in that field, I just want to be a coach and probably give back to the people who are less fortunate than me.
All right. And then our final question, you kind of led into it, but what kind of advice would you give to a young player to help them in their development?
I would just say try your best 100% of the time. Never let anyone tell you what you can't do, and never listen to the outsiders. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about us, but they're not on the field. They're not putting in the countless hours that we do. So just trusting yourself, believing in what you can do on that field is just a lot. And then always hang around people with your best interests at heart. I mean, you got a lot of friends, people who may not play football or sport that take it as serious as you. So just make sure you're hanging around the right people. And my last thing I would say that a lot of people skip over with athletes is mental health. I kind of struggled with that a lot during my early career days, from going from playing all the time in high school to when you get in college, it's kind of new. Like you don't play as much. So just keeping your mental health and staying on top of that. That's a big thing y'all say too.
Excellent advice right there. Thank you very much. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. Sheen, best of luck to you and the Mavericks the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.